Despite a price increase for iftar, Chawkbazar continues to draw large audiences. Despite food prices being higher than in recent years, the popular iftar market at Chawkbazar in Old Dhaka was packed with consumers on the second day of Ramadan yesterday. Faisal Ahmed Bhubon, a long-time Dhaka resident, arrived to Chawkbazar Wednesday about 4 p.m. to purchase iftar products. Although my mother prepares most of their meal at home, I still came here to get kebabs for the whole family since purchasing iftar from outside is a tradition for us. However, this year's iftar goods are a tad more pricey, he said. It's been a long time since I was last here, Rafi Ahmed, who arrived from Motijheel after completing his office, remarked. I haven't been able to attend Chawkbazar for Ramadan for the previous 2 years because to COVID-19. I bought some badam sharbat, doibora, and jilapi today. I'll also get some kebabs. The iftar products at Chawkbazar have a distinct flavor that you won't find anyplace else, he said. Hasnat Roki, a university student from New Market, said he and his pals were delighted to try boro bapper pole khai for the first time. We've heard good things about this meal, but we've never eaten it. Boro bapper pole khai is Chawkbazar's most popular iftari meal, with 15 ingredients: beef, brains, potatoes, chira, chicken, ghee, eggs, almonds, chilies, and so on, and 16 spices. This year, it costs Tk 600 per kilogram, up from Tk 450 to 500 in prior years. Locals claim that over a century ago, an old Dhaka citizen called Kamil Mia started selling the plate on the grounds of Shahi Jame Mosque. Since then, it's been available for purchase in Chawkbazar, Nazimuddin Road, and Shahi Mosque Road. This year's pricing is higher since commodity prices have increased, said Abdur Rahman, a boro bapper pole khai vendor at the Chawkbazar iftar market. Because of the high amount of consumers, it was difficult to navigate about Chawkbazar and much more difficult to converse with the merchants. Reshmi jilapi costs Tk 300 per kilogram, regular jilapi costs Tk 200 per kilogram, doibora costs Tk 240 per box, and farluta costs Tk 100-200 per box. Shahi parota costs Tk 30-60 per piece, peshta roti costs Tk 70 per piece, and chola kubni costs Tk 280 per kilogram. Beef suti kebab, on the other hand, was selling for Tk 1,200 per kilogram, mutton suti kebab for Tk 1,400 per kilogram, quail roast for Tk 80-100, and entire chicken for Tk 450. Pesta sharbat cost Tk 200 per litre, whereas borhani cost Tk 120 per litre. Meanwhile, cops were spotted assisting iftar vendors in keeping the enormous crowds under control.